ASMR Magical Tools. Aries, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and any other Aries placements you're curious about for the week ahead. Aries, I see that you're tired and that you've been counting moonbeams. This could be about insomnia. It could also be if you have a job that requires you to be up very late at night, burning the midnight oil, counting moonbeams, etc. There's going to be a flash of, I'm hearing the words lightning and inspiration at the same time. So if you live somewhere that is prone to getting thunderstorms, it could be a reference to that, but also that being up and really pushing the extent to which your body can tolerate lack of sleep is going to bring you some kind of epiphany about something. It could be, very hazardous. I certainly do not encourage you to damage your health, but I feel like this is something that is going on already. Be sure to take lots of good notes, though, because when you are in a sleep diminished state, it can be very easy to have things just zoom right past, like lightning. Make sure you take copious notes. Just keep a notepad in your hand and a pen so that they don't get lost. Or take notes on your phone, either using the Notes app or using your voice recorder. You might choose to post about it on social media, but the only thing about that is then that idea has escaped from you and run off to other people. So if you're okay with that, then feel free to post it on social media if that's a much more accurate note-taking method for you. Alright, Aries, if you would, just direct your questions here into the cover of this book. Delicious. All right, Aries. Although the chances are 3 to 1 against thee, doubt it not. Thank you for joining me, Aries. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Something about indolence or insolence. Indolence or insolence. That, indigent. What is the best way to say this? Derelict. Derelict is a pretty good word to describe. But more like a derelict attitude. Not like a derelict building, but very devil-may-care. Very, there may be a certain amount of emotional fatigue going on with that also, that there is a certain level of a derelict attitude because your emotional sensors have been overloaded and burnt out, and at this point you could care less about what happens in a particular situation because you have gotten burnt out on it. But even though emotionally you have gotten burnt out on this given situation, it is important to maintain a level and clear head about. You want to maintain a level and clear head about the situation so that now you can act, not being held back by your emotions. Don't reach the level of emotional fatigue where you are beyond the point of caring at all about this situation. You want to maintain enough level of care that it's not stressing you out, but you still care enough to take care of what needs to be done. With the level of care and handling that it will require to reach your satisfactory outcome. Yeah, there are some little crevices that have dust in them. And I just use this toothbrush. No, I don't use it in my mouth anymore. I use it on these little crevices. See, it makes a huge difference. You can see over here I haven't done it, and over here I did. Yeah, you can see a huge difference. Taurus. When there's a lack of mutual respect, it can be very tempting to abandon social contracts. And I think in this particular case, you will be better off if you do not abandon them entirely, It's not about the person you're dealing with. It's about the level of respect that you have for your own professionality and maintaining that even in the face of extreme prejudice. Alright, Taurus, if you would, please direct your questions right here to the book. See what the answer holds. A good name will provide to thee a treasure of great value. See thou lose it not. See thou lose it not. See thou lose it not. Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Gemini. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Gemini, there's some formal papers that need to be filled out. This could have to do with federal aid. I feel in my teeth like when you eat a shortbread cookie, or like there's those tins, and the joke is always that when you find that tin in your grandmother's house, it's full of sewing supplies. But the cookies that actually come in that container have kind of a shortbread consistency, and the way that it feels to bite into shortbread and the sweetness of the cookies, I kind of feel that in my mouth right now. That has to do with success. I feel like there's grant money that you could be applying for, and it would bring you great success. It would improve the quality of your life immensely, Gemini. Some of you, this could be if you're involved in the arts. I think there's like the Knight grant, KNIGHT. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's something that you can apply for. Some of you, it's going to be FAFSA, so applying for student loans through the federal government. But that you could also get grant money that you wouldn't have to pay back, I think, is part of it. and they want to grant money to you specifically during this time, Gemini, because of something that you've already been doing. This just happens to be a good time to apply for grants. Good time to apply for grants. A good time to apply for grant money. It could be related to a small business that you own. There are small business grants that are available right now, and I'm not sure why you, Gemini, and not any of the other astrological placements. But that is what I'm getting at this time. The cookie represents this like a silver wafer of success. The eating of the cookie is like consuming these sweet resources that pretty much all you have to do is fill out the paperwork, and you could get this loan quite easily. Alright, Gemini, if you would, please direct your questions here into the cover of this book. Thou wilt marry into a rich and respectable family. Remember, sometimes marriage is more like an allegory for a business partnership. So it could also be that you have the chance to join a very profitable business partnership. Thank you for joining me, Gemini. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Cancer. Welcome back. Welcome back. Cancer, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But don't feel bad. But I'm not getting a sense of disappointment. This is more like, it feels like when you're watching the Saturday morning cartoon races. I think all the Hanna-Barbera characters, they used to do these races on the Saturday morning cartoons. And I feel like maybe you had picked a character to win who ended up not winning. That's kind of the sensation that I'm getting. I also smell like, it's like a mint ice cream smell, kind of like how an ice cream shop might smell. That there's this undertone of astringent and then the overwhelming smell of the ice cream. You might have to give up on some of these things, some of these pleasures, that they're distractions, and that they are holding you apart from your actual fortune. Your actual fortune. Remember that the card of Cancer in the tarot is the Chariot card. And this is a very similar energy, that there is a journey involved in this victory for you, Cancer, and that these certain things, these cartoon distractions, junk food maybe, especially sweets like ice cream, these are all things which are holding you apart from your goal, from your success. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I think there's plenty of room in people's lives to enjoy these things, but that in your case at this time, all of these things have become a distraction from what it is that you're actually supposed to be doing, and that is where the trouble lies. And I guess that's why it might be something like, I can't say I'm surprised, but don't feel so bad. Not that the failure has already occurred or is inevitable, but that the path has become more treacherous along the way. Mind the axle of your chariot also, that there could be something about your form of transportation which could falter. In this particular case, I see the axle of a chariot breaking and one of the wheels flying off. One of the wheels flying off. It might just be a very treacherous time in your ascent to the top. All right, Cancer. If you would direct your questions here to the cover of this book. Go to bed with the lamb, rise with the lark and doubt it not. And then also venture not far from home. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Leo, 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 Leo. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Happy solar return to those of you who will be experiencing your birthday this week. Very blessed and happy solar return to you. Leo, something very underrated lies in your future. This is either a very underrated experience or perhaps work that you have done which has been underrated up until this point might be recognized. And that you and now I'm hearing stand and deliver, so perhaps it's an opportunity for you to stand and deliver, stand and deliver, stand and deliver. Something about fragrant blessings. So you could be getting a bouquet of flowers, especially if you have a birthday this week. Fragrant blessings, perhaps somebody gifting you perfume. Fragrant blessings. And definitely getting the sense that there are aromas involved. Perhaps you are trying your hand at blending perfumes or making incense or candles. I apologize for my phone buzzing. There's a feeling here that what you are about to receive is not totally unheard of, especially for you. That it's not a total shock and surprise, but that you possibly were not expecting this to occur. That might be a facet of this. It might end up making you cry, but not because it's bad, just because you become overwhelmed with emotion. And there are facets of this which will be difficult for you to handle. Excuse me. But that's not necessarily bad. I think you're more than capable of rising to the challenge. Alright, Leo, if you would, direct your questions here into the cover of this book. Direct your questions here into the cover of this book. enemies thou hast, but their designs will be frustrated. Leo, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Welcome back, Virgo. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Virgo, I perceive great changes around you at this time. Almost as though you are the heart of a maelstrom, that you yourself are left spinning, and all around you swirls a tornado, but actually that your immediate life is somewhat calm and relaxed, or that you are able to maintain a calm and relaxed demeanor at this time. Demeanor. They didn't tell you because they didn't think it was important enough either to wake you up or disrupt something you were already doing. But it's something that you would have preferred if they had mentioned it to you ahead of time. So I don't know if this is in reference to a key. Yeah, it's like an answer key, I think. Not necessarily the key. It could be a key to a box, but it's something like an answer key or a key to a box. And either you are asleep or you are otherwise engaged in a task, and they felt like it was not important to interrupt you, to tell you about this thing. So make sure that you ask them. You will know when you need to ask them. You have a hard enough time with the carrots on your plate. There's no reason to go digging for them. This could be in reference to not taking on too many responsibilities, especially responsibilities that do not belong to you. That do not belong to you. Almost like the retrofitted air conditioning was not designed for this apartment. So that you might notice that either you live in an apartment where the air conditioning doesn't seem to work properly, or there is some situation in your life into which a modern retrofitted solution to an ancient problem is not quite up to the job. Alright, Virgo, if you would, please direct your questions here into the cover of this book. feel like that was a very video game kind of a scry for you this week, Virgo. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Doubt not but that thy friends are well and happy. They now relish the sweets of a simple but plentiful repast. Your friends are doing well, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. Welcome back. Welcome back. Libra, the door is closing on you. But that doesn't mean that shouldn't be happening. You also still hold the key. I get the sense that you have been the companion of somebody who is wandering in the desert, and that even though you have direction, that it is difficult to maintain direction in the partnership of someone who lacks it. And so thus this door that might be closing for you might be for your benefit, actually, that it will be removing you to a place where you are at liberty to pursue your own direction. I can't quite illustrate the extent to which you have gone trying to wedge this door open. Because of course, everyone from time to time has things in their life which it is time to let go and which they are hesitant to do. The gift for you is not in the misdirection, but in the new direction. That there are several paths away from this place, all of them with the potential to be the right one. and you will know when you strike upon it. But that in the meantime, you might be a bit sour on the experience. And your dreams might be sluggish. You might have sluggish dreams. I don't know if that means anything to you. To me, that often means that my dreams lack direction and not very much is going on in them. There's one more method. Give one more method a try. As you see fit. Something about, almost like Thanksgiving dinner. So there could be some kind of banquet or feast planned where you can give one more method a try. And then you will have to abandon this particular path. Alright, Libra, if you would please direct your questions here into this book. Thy vision portendeth that gifts will be made unto thee. Gifts will be made unto thee, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed your reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Scorpio. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Scorpio, going forth into that gentle night, the gentle night. Dark, but embracing. It could be along a riverbank, like the way that the rivers have the banks constructed in European cities with the bridges and the brickwork on either side. Walking down along the bank of that river, not jumping in, no. The inky darkness of the water possesses you. You are not in danger, no. But that the flowing of the water past, feel the mossy bricks and cobblestones under my feet, and the air very miasmic. There's a wet smell to the air, but not an unpleasant one. More like the smell of mold and decay, but not like the smell of sewage or waste from butcher shops or anything like that. Just a very wet atmosphere. There's a slight chill to the air. Scorpio, you are waiting here. Yes, waiting for, I think there's a particular boat that you are waiting for this boat to go by. A river boat, and when the boat passes, there's going to be a signal. You give this signal with your torch, your flashlight. It's a very genteel way of starting a war. So what is going on is that you are going to pass along a message that ends up having great import into world affairs. And the way that in which it's done is very gentle. It's very under the cover of night. It's very without passion or airing subterfuge, but it is a form of subterfuge, so I'm not sure. Without additional subterfuge, so only that you are passing this message along. You are not a double agent or anything like that. And once the message has been received, you will know because they will flash lights back at you. Twice red and once green. Alright, Scorpio, if you would kindly lend me your questions and direct them at the cover of the book. Once more will the captive breathe the air of freedom. Once more will the captive breathe the air of freedom. So there could be someone's escape is involved in this. That's possible. Or perhaps we are the captives and soon we will be freed. Scorpio, if you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Welcome back, Sagittarius. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Sagittarius. Back in the 60s, there was talk of something like a youthquake. Youthquake. There was an obsession with youth, was a time when a lot of the baby boomers were very young. We are headed into a period now where the obsession lies not so much on youth, but the idea of survival. I don't mean to be so bleak, of course. Am I being bleak or am I being oblique? Bleak or oblique? Bleak or oblique? That is the question. But rather that feathers are an underrated form of plumage. In a time when your scars lend so much more credence to your reality. That the softer things might become underappreciated. When heat and pressure is applied. But it's important to realize and recognize the utility of comfort, the utility of strength weighed against its counterpart in measure. Rest. That's what gives impact to the 1812 overture. You can't have the cannon go off every measure. And they don't owe you any extra, but they don't owe you any less either. Take your repose. Take your repose. Take your repose. Alright, Sagittarius, if you would, direct your questions to the cover of this book. All right. A treasure awaits thee of which thou hast little expectation. Thou shalt be fortunate and meet with preferment in thy business. Thank you for joining me, Sagittarius. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and any other placements about which you might be curious for the week ahead. I feel like there is visual significance to to many of the stimuli in your surroundings, vicinity this week. Almost like visual gags are going to be popping up around you. It could be simple stuff like seeing two workers carrying a sheet of plate glass on a busy street. It could be seeing a tunnel painted on a wall. It could be a very small car holding a large person, or more people than it seems appropriate to fit. These visual stimuli are going to be like your angel numbers this week, that you will know you are on the right path because of the amusement you receive from these visual stimuli. And I think something about a captain. You, the captain, you're going to be meeting the captain. Captain of a ship. Is this like a naval title? What do we mean captain? Captain of a team. This person is captain of some kind of team. Could be like rugby or some kind of team at work even. This is going to be somebody who directs the action, and your encounter with them is important for you. Why? He's giving you going out instructions. Not, let's see. Instructions about how to go out into the world. So not just about like going out to a club or something. This is about instructions on how to present yourself outwardly. He doesn't have jurisdiction over you. That's not why he's telling you these things or instructing you in this way. It's like, I get the sense of somebody to, perhaps this is a person who is like a Kentucky colonel, in that they're a very genteel person who is giving you this instruction to make your life easier in the future. Alright, Capricorn. Capricorn's encounter with the captain. If you would direct your questions, please, into the cover of this book. Very delicious. Thy slanderers are busy, but they will be baffled in their endeavors to injure thee. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Aquarius. Aquarius. It looks like you didn't make it back to the store quite in time. I see a quart of milk. This could have been a quart of milk that you were responsible for purchasing. Something of utility in the kitchen. That this might be an ingredient which you use with great frequency, or perhaps it's part of your morning ritual. Mind that you check your list. This could also refer to other things, as most people live in a place where they have 24-hour access to grocery stores. But that it might be inconvenient to get there. I know that many of you are probably lactose intolerant, so I don't think this is referring specifically to a quart of milk. I think rather it is referring to something which is a part of your morning routine. Your morning food routine. The way that one might put milk on cereal. Or perhaps it is a whey powder that you put into your morning smoothie or something similar. But does not necessarily have to be a dairy product. I think you understand what I mean when I say that. So, Aquarius, pay attention when you are going to the store. The temptation can be to get overwhelmed by everything that is available. Make a list, check it twice. Because often it is the one thing that is the most important, which is the most easily forgotten. I see like a washing powder too, like powder laundry detergent. It's very interesting. This is almost like somebody's grocery list is coming through. You remember the laundry detergent, but you forget the milk. And if you haven't done laundry in a while, maybe it's of greater utility. But I think the warning here is in allowing routine things to become dulled in our senses and to be superseded by our need for novelty. And thus, we end up not getting what we need at the store because a quart of milk is boring. Staying alive by eating breakfast, don't let it become a drag. If you forget the milk, it might be an opportunity for you to try a new routine, whether that's picking up breakfast somewhere along your route. Trying a new breakfast recipe that doesn't involve milk. All of these things are possible. To try something new that your routine might not become boring. But I still feel like I'm kind of missing the heart of the issue. It's because you're depressed. The underlying issue is, and I'm not diagnosing you as a mental health professional by any means, but the underlying issue is that you are feeling down, and therefore there's a lack of care in these mundane routines. I think that is what's coming through here with the forgetting the quart of milk, and the highlight also being on laundry detergent. All of these things contributing to your overall care, even though they're boring and tedious. And what you can do about that is really show yourself a good time. Not just treat yourself, not just buy something new online, but genuinely plan for yourself a day to go to the beach, to go to the park or a museum, something that you treasure and enjoy. And I think that will help you bring it all back around again. Aquarius, if you would, please direct your questions here into the cover of this book. All right. Contentment is a richer treasure than any other you can find. I think that's true, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Hello, Pisces. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's something about your refrigerator. And of course I hear that joke about, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. But in all honesty, there's something about the refrigerator. Not that it's broken, but I feel like the cool air. You might be spending a lot of time, I know where I live right now, it's very hot outside. You might be spending a lot of time in front of the refrigerator with the door open. With the door open. Refrigeration is a marvelous invention, but it's not exactly free. There are power costs associated with air conditioning and refrigeration and keeping things cold when it's hot. And it's important for you to take into consideration the heat index of your area right now, where you live. It's possible that you had moved during a colder time of year, and it's taken until now for it to get hot enough for you to notice the implications of your current living situation in regards to refrigeration. There are extra things you can do, like wrap a wet towel around your neck, drink lots of ice water. If you don't have an ice maker in your refrigerator, make sure to get some ice cube trays. What else is going on with this for Pisces this week? Yes, being true to your element of water will help a lot. Will help to stay cool, to stay wet. Water evaporating off of your body will aid in lifting heat away from your skin also. Sorry, it's a very dry spot in my throat. There's an accidental heating source also. Like a car engine. So if you have a generator or something that you're using, or pay attention to the battery on your laptop, especially things like that during this time. What else does Pisces need to know about this? Just be very careful over the week ahead. And I don't know why there's such an emphasis on this for you this week, Pisces. I think that some of you just might be in very hot apartments. But I wish you the best. Remember to keep your windows open at night. What else do I need to tell Pisces for the week ahead? Something about the springtime. That it's all going to blow over in the spring. It's all going to blow over in the spring. I'm not entirely sure what that means, so that's going to be different for all of you. Alright, Pisces, if you would please direct your questions here into the cover of this book. Yeah. Oh, one more? Okay. All right. Beware of treachery. Nothing further may be now revealed to thee. Nothing further may now be revealed to thee. Sorry, Pisces, but that's all I can give you for now. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know down in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon.